Hey everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Hamza Learning Podcast. I'm Hamza, and I'm here with my co-host, Sarah. Today's topic is something a lot of people struggle with. Right, Sarah?
Absolutely, Hamza. We'll be talking about something that holds a lot of English learners back: fear of speaking English. It's more common than we think.
Yeah, it's something I've personally dealt with too. I remember when I first started learning English, I was always afraid of making mistakes in front of native speakers.
That's such a relatable story. I think most of us, at some point, have felt the same. It can feel really intimidating, especially when you're not confident in your skills. But here's the thing: everyone makes mistakes when learning a language.
Exactly. But fear holds many of us back. It's like we know the words, we know the grammar, but the moment we try to speak, we freeze up. It's like our brain just shuts down.
Totally. And I have a friend who went through this exact struggle. Her name is Maria. She had studied English for years and was great in writing and listening, but when it came to speaking, she would avoid it at all costs. She was so worried about her accent or getting something wrong.
I've heard that so many times. What did she do to overcome it?
Well, it took time, but she realized that no one was judging her as harshly as she was judging herself. She started speaking English in small, low-pressure situations, like with friends or when ordering food. Little by little, she gained confidence. Now, she speaks so fluently, it's hard to believe she was ever afraid.
That's inspiring. I think the biggest lesson here is that it's okay to make mistakes. The more you practice, the easier it gets. What do you think, Sarah?
Exactly. Speaking English is a skill, and like any skill, you need to practice it regularly. The key is not to worry about being perfect.
Intimidating, adjective, making you feel nervous or scared. Example, speaking in front of a crowd can be intimidating. Freeze up, phrasal verb, to suddenly stop talking or moving because of fear. Example, he froze up when he was asked a question in English. Low pressure, adjective, not stressful or urgent. Example, practicing English in low-pressure environments can help reduce fear. Fluently, adverb, able to speak or write a language easily and accurately. Example, she now speaks English fluently after months of practice. Okay, let's now answer a couple of common questions about this fear of speaking English. First question, why do so many people feel scared of speaking English, even if they've studied for years?
Great question. Most of the fear comes from worrying about making mistakes or being judged by others. It's natural to feel self-conscious when you're learning something new, especially when it involves speaking a foreign language in front of others.
Second question, what's the best way to overcome this fear?
The best way is to start small. Don't aim for perfection. Begin with short conversations, maybe with a friend or a language partner. Also, remind yourself that making mistakes is part of the learning process. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become.
Exactly. Confidence grows with practice. So, to everyone listening, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Every conversation is a step forward. Well, that's it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, the only way to get better at speaking English is to practice. Don't let fear hold you back.
We hope you found this episode helpful. Be sure to share your own experiences in the comments, and let us know how you're overcoming your fear of speaking English.
Thanks for listening to the Hamza Learning Podcast. Until next time, keep practicing and stay confident. Bye for now.
Bye everyone.